Hello, everyone, and welcome to ActionAid Global Platform's podcast for young humanitarians. Over the next few episodes, we're going to hear from some incredibly inspiring young people working in the humanitarian field, working in activism from backgrounds like journalism, medicine, law. So we hear a huge range of perspectives, but also from a huge variety of countries. So we'll be speaking to people from Iran, the DRC, Colombia, and beyond. My name is Ciara Watson. I'll be your host. I work for ActionAid's partner Violet, which operates in northwest Syria and is a youth-focused organization. I hope you enjoy, and we have our first episode today with Christophe, who is an incredible young humanitarian from the DRC. He talks a little bit about the intersection between activism, art, and humanitarian work. It's extremely inspiring and leaves you with a lot of food for thought. So enjoy. Good morning, Christophe.
Good morning.
Great to have you here. It is very early in the morning, so thank you for joining us. Christophe is a fantastic young humanitarian, climate justice activist, and artist. So thank you for being with us today, Christophe. Let's start by hearing a little bit more about you, about your background, where you're from, and a little bit about how you got into this kind of work.
I'm so happy to be here, and I I have a lot of things to say today, but maybe I will sum up in few words. I'm Christopher, as you said, Christophe Hamisi Shokano. Shokano means grace, the grace of God. Hamisi means to boost someone, and Christophe means Christophe. In few words, I'm a fourth child in a family with 9 children, and I'm studying. I actually studying international law in program master at Unigom, University of Goma. I'm an artist since 2016, and I really enjoy to be on the stage because theater for me is one of the most powerful way to maybe to express themselves, to heal some of our emotional sick, and to become really with oneself. Yeah.
And tell us a little bit about where you're from, where you grew up, what your family was like, and yeah, a little bit about how you got into this kind of work.
Okay. I'm from DRC, Democratic Republic of Congo, and maybe as you already know, my country is known by endless war, maybe corruption, maybe the sexual violence against women, but I don't see things like that. For me, DRC is maybe the world capital of resilience, of courage, and of just people who refuse to bring hope. And so is and that is so interesting and just inspiring. um I was born in DRC during the volcano eruption. The volcano eruption who occurred in 2022 2002. And when my family fly, that is the moment I was born. It was so difficult, especially to my mom to grow me up, but he tried their best, and uh, I've become the Christopher. I've become the Christopher, and I think I'm already maybe all day face most challenge in my country. It's not always secure to tell to make some opinion due to political context, due to maybe some economic. But I think one of the most reason we exist on this earth is to tell truth, whatever what will happen next.
Absolutely. And if that truth comes from advocacy, if it comes from art, it's
Sure.
important to tell it for sure.
Yeah.
Um, I know that the DRC is a conflict that is forgotten for the most part around the world in the media. Can you tell us a little bit about what's going on now? What's the situation now?
Uh, Chaotic.
Mm.
As you know, DRC, we have around uh, 15 million of people who live their life in this endless conflict, but world doesn't speak a lot about this crisis, just like maybe Ukraine now. Palestine, I think it's good, but you can see Ukraine. It's just the recent war, but everyone, all the media, speak about what does happen for DRC. No one speak about, because I think it's a economic war most of all. You know, in every single mobile phone in this world, you can find the mineral resources from DRC. Wow, but it's so unjust. It's not real. If people can obtain mobile phone in the price of Congolese life,
Mm.
yeah, I think it's not cool.
So tell us a little bit more about the humanitarian work that you do.
For me, the humanitarian work, I think it's something like a duty.
Mm.
Just according to my context, my environment, I can't do another thing. It's something that is imposed to me. And if I don't anything, maybe my mind should ask me a lot of question. In my country, like I said before, we live in an endless war. Uh, just since I've born, you know, I was me personally. I was natural displaced. If I can say things like that. And just before, in my community, we receive people who was displaced by war, and until now, every day. And when I see that, I tell to myself, maybe if I don't do anything, anyway, any else person will does it at my behalf. And this is why I'm so commitment just on the side of other young people to do our best. Most of the time without any support, any maybe any government support. We always do it on our own contribution, maybe in our university, in our community, because we are profound convinced that uh, in our community we don't have we don't have a lot of kind of supports who actually match with the really need of our community.
Mm.
But we know the need of our community. It's we can do something, or nothing will be done. Yeah.
Absolutely. It's a very complex crisis as well. I mean, you do work with climate justice as well. You have
Yeah.
this climate component, you have the conflict component. So, what is your perception of the current system? Not maybe it sounds like that there's a lot of kind of very authentic kind of grassroots response. But what do you think of the system in place to try to address these complex issues?
Maybe some before telling something about the humanitarian or the climate system, I'd like to talk about what's really happened about climate justice in my country.
Please.
You know, I don't know if you know this. uh, in 2022 in DRC, the government launched the appeal to some private sector to sell the petrol in DRC, the petrol block, and most of them are just located in the national park.
Mm.
Yeah, in national park, and the exploitation could be a destroying for the environment. And when we saw that, I organized some people in my community, and we launched a campaign that we call it Fossil Free DRC. When we start, no one in our community understood the need to preserve environment. Everyone says that we have a lot of problem. Why do you think that petrol could be our first problem? We need maybe something to eat, and you are talking about us for petrol. It's not cool, guys. But at the beginning, we don't have any support. Most of all, from our relatives, for our community, and organize we organized 10 popular concert, street artistic performance.
Wow.
We successful we successful mobilize around 10,000 person physically, and maybe 100 thousand person on social media. And what was our result? The government remove they appeal to sell a petroleum block. That was so successful for me.
Wow.
And what is the really power of young people when they say a same language, when they advocacy without violence, and when they are profoundly convinced that their voice really make.
That's incredible. That's
Yeah.
real amazing change. Would you say that also it raised awareness and maybe it mobilized young people in those communities where those concerts and street festivals took place?
Yeah, yeah. You know, our artist was young people,
Mm.
and when young people see other young people, maybe do some theater, some dance, maybe some music, they are attract not by the message, by maybe the performance. And when they are attacked by the performance, they can hear what he's saying in this music or in this theater. And when they are attacked, we reach our goal.
Right. It's like the gateway almost.
Yeah, it's a powerful gateway.
Absolutely. Wow.
Maybe you asked me about the humanitarian system in my country.
Yes.
Huh. I'm working in this sector since a long time now, and I'm feeling like it's not so effective.
Mm.
This is my feeling when humanitarian worker, most of all maybe a humanitarian worker from United Nations system come in my country, they already have their priority.
Right.
They already have the to-do list, and they not concerned about what people want.
It's more of a checklist.
Yeah, it's checklist. They come, we will give something to this person. When this thing is given, they coach
Mm.
until they finish without understanding anything about the really priority of this community. That is the first. The second one is maybe the bureaucracy. Is so long. My friend make recently a joke. Uh, you can find people who is uh, that is not so cool, who is paid a lot of money to do something what could be done by local people for free.
Right. Like a
And
consultant or something like this.
yeah, but also the humanitarian crisis in my country is a business for a lot of people.
Mm.
Yeah, it seems like a business, especially for the humanitarian people. It's like a business, and that is the feeling of people in which they come they come providing some aid. We need long-term solution. You know, when humanitarian crisis remain for so long, only respond to uh, short-term crisis is not effective. You might think maybe how these people can respond to the problem by themselves, by own. And when you reach this goal as a humanitarian, you succeed.
Absolutely.
But when that's people depending on you to maybe to have food, to have something to drink, or to have something to call to dress themselves. Maybe you can take some back and really think about if you are saving community or you are saving yourself by saving community.
Right.
Yeah.
That's a really scathing criticism, I think, of the humanitarian system, that it feels like a business for
Yeah,
some big.
but we cannot remain so pessimist. I think there are a lot of solution, especially who is providing by young people today.
Absolutely.
The first one is Goma Active. We call it Goma Active. Goma Active is just a mindset of young people in my town today who refers to just be spectator and see how government or how humanitarian worker will provide solution to their own problem. But it's say to themselves how what thing we can do by our own, what can be done, what yeah, it's the proactive mindset, and it's so expressing me. Goma Active start with a volcanic eruption at I think 2021 2022 by maybe by providing some basic solution to the basic need of population who fled the eruption. And after Goma Active was dynamic during the COVID pandemic,
Mm.
coronavirus, by raise awareness, because you know in Africa most of people doesn't accept that COVID is real. But as youth people, we go on the street, on some markets, on some public place like church, to tell to people how much COVID exists, how much uh, protecting himself from COVID is most of all a personal work and a personal responsibility. And after in the actual the ongoing crisis, Goma Active provides each single day food to displaced children, most of all. Where are we? Uh, how our contribution is from the contribution of maybe people in the university, young people, and that is so amazing. Another solution is what my organization is doing. Actually, my organization is called GARGI. GARGI is in French, Groupe d'Action Assemblée pour la Résilience Juvénile,
Of course.
a group
Could you?
of action to make young people reach the resilience. And I'm actually the coordinator. And we created a fund which we call it Odari Fund. Odari is mean in Swahili courage and resilience. And this fund is focused to women, people in displaced camp, and it aims to help them reach autonomy and to help them to launch some income generating activity, and is a success most of all because the loan repayment rate is 97%.
Wow.
Yeah, yeah, and yeah, it's so inspiring personally.
That's incredible.
Yeah, yeah.
Thank you so much for sharing that with us. That's it really shows that I think when you have trust from the community or mutual trust, that you get as kind of local responders, young people integrated into the community, that these initiatives can really take off in maybe a way that, with the bureaucracy or the complications of a larger system, these things might get a little bit lost.
Uh, I think this is a feeling of a lot of young people in my country now. You can have maybe a so effective solution, but you need resources for implementing it.
Absolutely.
You need maybe the government support. That maybe not only financial. You need maybe a you need a lot of kind of support. Uh, Today, with some initiative like ActionAid or global platform in the global level, uh, this kind of initiative promotes the solution providing directly by youth people. And I think the global platform is so is actually implementing in my country, and I really hope that will be a long-term solution.
I hope so too.
Yeah, because the aim is to gathering together young people, to organize them and to tell them to create some kind of solution and to support them. I hope this will be so powerful, and maybe this will solve the local problem for all.
Absolutely. It sounds like really great work, but I know that the humanitarian field, activism, it can be extremely draining. So tell me, what do you do to kind of take care of yourself? Because it's so important if you need to be in the right headspace, the right kind of physical health in order to do the work that you do sustainably.
Uh, you know, doing this kind of work, especially in my community, is so hard. I can't remind all of this time I have tea on my hands, in this place camp. I can't remind because it's a lot of time. It's so hard to spending all of his time in just near of people who doesn't have anything to eat, does maybe have in the past has violate sexual been a victim of sexual violence, and who told you about their dream, their hope, and especially when they're refusing to give up on life. It's so inspiring, but it's so traumatized by the same way. But the solution I've discovered to keep myself on track is her. Ah,
Art.
yeah, art.
Beautiful.
When I'm do art is not only for the public, is not only for people when we do some therapeutic art for maybe for children in displaced camp. I do it foremost for myself, because when I'm do like I'm feel like I'm just healing myself. And yeah, it's one of the most powerful cure I've discovered in this world.
Incredible.
Maybe it's a drug.
Maybe.
It's a drug for me. Yeah.
It's not a bad one though, from the sounds of it. For you and also for the people around you.
Yeah. For my organization, we work with artists, young people, and we are creating a cultural center. The most the main aim is to provide some healing by art, and we are working on this one.
Incredible.
Yeah.
And finally, last question.
Yeah.
What is a piece of advice that you would have for someone thinking to enter the humanitarian field, a young person, or someone who has just started out?
um I have a few advice.
What's your number one?
Okay, do it by yourself, because no one else will do it at your behalf, especially because you are the one who profoundly know what your community need, and you are so near by your community. You can you can easily have the trust of your community. And another one is, do it by passion. Don't expect anything in return, because I can tell you that you will not maybe obtain a lot of thing in return, in term of money, in term of maybe famous fame, maybe fame, because one of the most powerful thing you will have always in return is the joys you put on the face to people you serve, and the hope you give them back. And that is, I think, the most precious gift I always all day received. And so he's encouraged me to keep on track.
Incredible.
Yeah.
I hope others try too and feel that same sense of satisfaction and pride. I think a lot of this work is also about pride in your community,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah. Mhm.
Okay, thank you so much, Christophe. Thank you. Is there anything that you want to shout out, a campaign or maybe your organization, something that maybe the people who are viewing or listening can check out more?
Maybe it's our ongoing fundraising uh, with Odari Found. We have launched the fundraising to allow us to give a lot of money to women in order to launch the income generating activity. And that is so important. I forget to say something like that. Actually, the humanitarian aid, when they is provided to people in this displaced women camp, is selling.
It's sold on.
Yeah, it's sold on.
Okay.
And by the so low price, compared to the really value. And why? Because this aid doesn't represent the really need of this community. That is the first. The second one is most of women today are just obliged, or just selling the own body just to have maybe some money to provide food to their children. And as local youth, we think maybe the solution is not to provide them food all day, because when we provide them food, maybe they really need shoes. Maybe they need medicine. Maybe they need other thing. Maybe they need to pay scholarity for their children, because in the camp, this police camp today in DRC, some school, you must pay for it. Even if you are a displaced people, you must pay it. And even if you can pay it, but you must provide some maybe a book, maybe pen, you must pay for it. And when you give to these people only maybe food, how can them providing to the children maybe a book, a pen, or something like that? And when you create a dairy fund, that is the really solution we provide. How we can empower women, how we can empower people to solve their own problem, because they are specialists on it. When they live in this situation, they know more than anyone else how to solve their own problems.
Absolutely.
And the most effective way to help them is just to empower them to solve their own problems.
Absolutely. So anybody watching, listening, please have a look at the, can you repeat the name for us, please?
Odari Found.
Okay, perfect. We'll make sure
Maybe
to
we
link it
will
as
share
well.
the link on fundraising
Absolutely.
in this video.
Okay, thank you so much, Christophe.
My pleasure.
Okay,
My
and
pleasure.
because we're in Nepal, namaste.
Namaste.
Namaste to you. Okay, have a
Act like
great
this.
day.
Thank you, the same
Thank
to
you,
you. It was a
everybody.
pleasure.
Okay, bye-bye.
Bye.
Thank you all so much for listening. I hope you enjoyed it as much as I did. Make sure that you like, comment, and subscribe to make sure that you don't miss the next episode. See you next time. Bye-bye.